when is the body handed over to the parents for cremation?
Well, let's kindly have this
Could you
note
tell
that
us
I've given.
what time the body handed over to the parents for cremation? 1 second.
Around 3:30.
10.
No.
Therefore, one thing is very clear. The body is handed over to the parents for cremation at 8:30 p.m. The FIR is registered at 11:45 p.m. 3 hours and 15 minutes after the body is handed over to the parents for cremation.
They refused to file. Well, this is the problem. We handed it over. They filed the FIR. They made the complaint at 11:45. They say, we are in shock. Please do whatever you want to do. They wanted a post-mortem. We did the post-mortem. All is videographed. Everything is videographed.
The autopsy and the post-mortem take place
Between 1:45 to 4 p.m.
now. Between 1:45 and 4 p.m.
Yeah.
The autopsy takes place, followed by the post-mortem.
The autopsy took place at 6 o'clock, not at.
Fair enough. That's all right. We take it as between 1 and 4 o'clock. It doesn't take place in 1 minute. It takes
was when-
Videograph.
1 second. Don't keep on interrupting.
They wanted a board. We constituted a board.
We are proceeding on the basis of Mr. Sibal's hypothesis that the autopsy and the post-mortem take place between 1 and 4:45 in the afternoon. Now,
Lordship, there is-
notwithstanding this, where she has been murdered.
Yeah.
The FIR is registered at 11:45 in the night, Mr. Sibal.
Yeah.
And who was expected to?
Yeah.
Nobody in the hospital registers the FIR.
No.
The father registers the. What was the principal or the vice principal? What were the authorities of the hospital doing?
They wanted a board. We constituted a board. They wanted a magistrate. We got the magistrate.
don't need
They realized
time
that
for
murder has
registration
been
of
the
FIR.
policy of
You don't need a medical board for registration of FIR.
At the moment, Malas, what are we considering? We are considering, Malas, 2 or 3 things, as your lordship has put to me.
Not done.
How did these photographs reach the social media?
No, that's
I'll mention all this. How did these photographs reach the media? We have nothing to do with it.
No, let
because
us
we
not
cordoned off
trivialize,
everything. People there took photographs, came in, took photographs and sent it. Number 2, Malas. Number 2, immediately, Malas, immediately an unnatural death case, Malas, was started and an investigation was started. Your lordship may be right, Malas, why did it happen? But whatever the parents were doing, we were agreeing with that. We set up a board. We asked the magistrate, a judicial magistrate to be present. Everything was videographed. Everything was called.
Mr. Sibal, it is the
Application
obligation
was made
of the
before the Seattle
authorities
court.
of the hospital.
Yeah.
The parents are not present in the hospital when the murder takes place.
Yes.
It's the obligation of the authorities of the hospital to register an FIR the moment they
45 it was done. 45 done. The letter was sent.
11:45 in the
No,
night.
245 letter was sent. Assistant superintendent sent a letter at 2:45 minutes. It is not 11:30. At 2:45 itself, we'll set out all this. It's better we set it.
What we,
Lordships may give me 5 minutes, my lord,
Yes.
to further, my lord, to assist your lordships. My lord, first of all, Lord, let us not trivialize on this side, my lord, we are dealing with one incident, but your lordships are rightly looking at a larger picture. But we are dealing with, my lord, a young doctor, not only raped by a sexual pervert or perverts, but who was an animal-like instinct, who had an animal-like instinct, the way, my lord, the body was handled. Thereafter, my lord, I don't wish, my lord, to make this a political issue. I would request the state also not to be in a denial mode. 3 hours of the patient, parents waiting, my lord, is something we can experience if we put ourselves in that position. Now, my lord, so far as the safety is concerned, my lord, one thing I must bring to your lordship's notice. My lord, the doctors are genuinely, my lord, have a grievance. They are, my lord, they've lost one of their colleagues, my lord, globally. But, my lord, out of, my lord, all states, 23 states have legislations dealing with, my lord, what is called for, my lord, Kerala, my lord, so-and-so Medicare service persons and medical service institutions, Prevention of Violence and Damage or Loss to the Property Act. There are, my lord, I'll give, my lord, the list of acts. My lord, this also the National Task Force, my lord, can
the punishment which is provided under
it's a cognizable, my lord, and
3 years.
3 years.
yes, my lord. It's cognizable, non-bailable, and punishment is 3 years. My lord, this is first. I'll, my lord, place it. The National Task Force, my lord, which our lordships contemplate, can, my lord, go into this, can even make suggestions, and it should be welcome, my lord. My lord, second thing, my lord, which is worrying us is this. My lord, even in a well-organized function, if we want the presence of 500 people in an auditorium, we all know we have to make efforts. 7,000 people at the middle of the night armed with lathis and hockeys, my lord, can never be without the knowledge, if not consent, of the police force. It's complete failure of law and order, my lord, in the entire state.
What time did the vandalization of the hospital take place?
My lord, midnight. It's at midnight, my lord.
I thought my
7,000
learned
people-
friend, he doesn't want to politicize the matter, my lord. Why is he saying all this?
Now,
Let's-
why this is, my lord, important.
We should be called upon. We'll tell you what happened.
Mr. Solicitor, what we'll do is that we'll...
One more aspect. One more aspect. Lord, and my lord, again, my learned friend may feel that this is, my lord, but this is directly related to the issue in question. Lord, the West Bengal has an in-charge DIG.
In
Lord,
charge?
in-charge DIG, Director General of Police, who is already being charged and being my lord, considered by your lordships for having fabricated or otherwise dealt with the evidence in Sharda scam case. Lord, your lordship's
Calcutta
direction
police
in
doesn't come under
must be-
DGP.
Mr.
Calcutta police doesn't come under DGP. Why are you saying all this?
What this has to do
Lord,
then?
Director
Kolkata
General
police.
of Police
This has nothing
is
to
an
do with
in-charge
What is all
DGP.
this?
Charge.
Lord, let someone else be the
This is what is happening.
Let them choose, but not the man who is already accused
This is the kind of
having-
misinformation we're having, Malad.
This is missing.
And
This is nothing to do. This is a,
Nothing to do.
only a minute.
Malad, I have only one small request.
Mr. Sibal, what do you propose to do about the principal?
Whatever your lordship says, we'll do, Malad.
Constitution.
Malad, whatever your lordship says, we will do. There's no issue. SIT is constituted.
State, you must...
SIT is constituted, but whatever your lordships will say, we will do. We are not, Malad, this is not adversarial, as I said. Malad, just give me just 1 minute. I just handed over something to your lordship. Just have a look at it, Malad.
Depends on
Just
the.
give it to my lord. Three
Can I
copies
only
that I hand.
All right, Mr. Sibal, we'll just hear the solicitor for a minute. He just wants a minute.
All
And then
Lord, I just, my lord, I want this, my lord.
Your Lordship,
Lord,
may I
an
just submit?
in-charge DG who is already a tainted officer in an affidavit filed before this court should be replaced by any other in-charge DG of their choice.
Malad, just have this.
Another one.
We have set out what is in the media and we have set out the reality.
No, share it with
For
all of us.
We will share it, don't worry.
No.
Kolkata police informed the family members that the present case was
They
a
are
case
in
of
a
suicide.
denial.
False.
No,
False.
another aspect.
At no time did the police give this information.
Presently, what we propose to do is we'll indicate what the broad parameters of our intervention in this matter consists of. We'll just pronounce it very shortly. For one thing, Mr. Sibal, we are very, very concerned. Let not the power of the state of West Bengal be unleashed on peaceful protesters.
I give to your, we have videos of all that happened.
People, whether they are doctors, civil society, lawyers, people who are protesting, so long as there's no act of destruction of...
We have videos. We agree.
Let there not be the power of the state unleashed
Agree.
on peaceful protesters.
Malad, I agree, and that has not happened. 1 second. We have videos which we have placed, which we will place before your lordship. And Malad, what happens is political parties get into the act, and this is what happens.
People who are taking to the media to communicate their views,
Yes.
let us deal with them with a great deal of...
I agree, I agree.
It's a time of national catharsis.
Look at the girl, don't be in denial.
Malad, now, for example, they say pelvic and collarbone was broken. False. Postmortem doesn't say that.
Lordship, state and the center, they'll keep arguing.
Fair.
CBI is investigating it.
Yes.
We will ask for a report from the CBI. Now, what we propose to do is,
Just-
1 second,
Just 1 second.
this must stop. We are in charge of the proceeding. We have heard Mr. Solicitor, we have heard Mr. Sibal. If we start hearing all the interveners, there'll be no end to it.
Lordship-
Please have some patience. We are going to now tell you what we are proposing to do. We are not disposing of the case, but let's allow us to at least pronounce what we intend to do. All right. Principal of the college, is he now under suspension? Is he on long leave? What's that?
He's on leave. He's on leave. High Court order. High Court order is Malad's operative. He's on leave. He's on leave. There's an SIT constituted also. for all kinds of things.
My lord, can I?
My lords, I would,
Anywhere, right?
No, no.
Lord, can I add one
That's
thing?
why I said, my
I
lord, whatever
would,
your lordship says, we'll
repeat my
abide by it.
request,
That's not an option.
whatever is shared,
my-
your lordships, my lord, the CBI must be
Yeah.
given.
No, we will file an affidavit.
But you have shared something with the
One
court, so you
second.
can't
No,
have
no,
any
no.
objection.
At not this point, Malas. In
Lord,
fact, what
no,
is
I am
happened-
on that point
What
first.
happens is, Malas, this goes to them, then the social media takes action. It'll
No, there-
exacerbate the
CBI
situation. This is only to inform your lordships, Malas, that what's in the social media is not correct, and what's happening is just contrary
then
to
why
what the
can't you
record is.
share with
For
CBI?
example, they say it's a suicide. It is not a suicide. We never said.
Hinted.
We will, but Mr. Sibal, there was undoubtedly an unexplained delay.
I am not on merit.
Yes, my lord.
I am not on
What
that.
is to hide from CBI?
Malas,
my
one
lord, this-
second.
This shows we are
One
not
second,
getting
one,
cooperation.
I am not on that, Malas. Malas, as I said, whatever needs to be done must be done. People must be convicted. There is no issue on that. It's just that I don't want, Malas, another kind of tirade in the social media.
No, it
Malas,
will not be. You give it
will
to
be,
CBI.
it will be.
You
I
have
know
subjects
it.
to give it to CBI.
One more thing. The state must ensure that those who practiced acts of vandalism and
Absolutely.
Yes,
We have lodged
37.
37 already arrested, 50 FIRs filed. 37 already arrested.
50 FIR for one incident. It's a recipe for not investigating.
You have one second. You have a copy of the, before we part to the matter for today, you have a copy of the autopsy report here?
Yes.
We have it. We have it.
I have.
We hand it over. Yes.
My lord, in the meantime,
Lord,
can I
I
add
would,
one
my lord,
thing? my lord?
again request, my lord, if your lordships have seen something your lordships have, Lord, the CBI must be given. It will remain, my lord, confidential. But we must cross-check what is given to
Lord, your lordship.
This, the resistance shows that there is a lack of
No,
cooperation.
obviously there is a lack of faith.
Let me
Lord, your
do
lordship,
that on that day, Mr.
only 1 second, my lord.
Day after tomorrow.
Give
My lord,
the entire thing.
today, my lord, they can give me today. My joint director is here. I'll give it to her.
No, my
What
lord.
is there to hide from
One
CBI?
second,
my
one
lord?
second.
If they have given
Nothing is-
something related to crimes, it must be given, my lord, to the
Kindly
CBI.
kindly see page 40.
Only know, my lord, what is being shown to your lord.
It's the post-mortem report, which is in the
Say
case
that, I
diary.
asked you 4 times, what is the, why hide this?
Yes, I give he has case diary, has it, my lord. Post-mortem report is there. I don't know why I'm showing nothing else.
Case diary has been handed over to the
Handed over to the
CBI.
CBI.
The entire case diary, inclusive of.
Yeah, inclusive of
Ah,
this.
there.
I mean,
On the safety of the leader.